Hello everyone, this is Fabian from Bleeding in Comics. So on this video I'm going to be talking about line variation, line width on your artwork. So this is a response to somebody's post that I saw that they had a really great composition, very great style, but they were very consistent with their line width. When they replied, they said that they heard that from other creators too, and they just don't understand the concept of it. So this is more of a response for that person. So when it comes to line width, it really comes down to light source, and it also comes down to like depth of field depending where the characters are, like in the foreground, middle ground, background. So in the case of what I'm doing here is, I personally, when I do my own inking, I tend to use slightly thicker lines when it comes to the outline, and thinner lines when it comes into like things that are within the actual thinner lines. Also, for when it comes to like hair and small details. When it comes to the organic part of the drawings, I tend to stick to using like the G Pen tool on Clip Studio Paint. And when it comes to things that aren't organic, like to say metals or things that are hard objects, I tend to use either the straight pen or I use the line tool to get the shape out. Now, when it comes to the lighting part for line thicknesses, you have to think about where your light source is at. So for example, if you have a light source that's coming right on the top, everything on the top would have thinner lines, especially if it's an intense light, like the lines are almost vanishing. But as you go down, it'll be casting shadows. So you have to take that into consideration. I've seen some artists use action figures and they'll move them around in like lamps to see how the shadows fall in certain directions. But this really comes down to also an artist preference. There's some artists that they just want to have one consistent line throughout, and that's just their style, while others like myself, I like to use variety. So all I can say is you got to stick to what you like, but you can also expand to what you know by trying out different things. See you next time.